Hello and welcome to another video tutorial by myself, Superstitious. In today's tutorial we'll be looking at how to do the SMP one-player sleep system and how you can build it on your world or even in your realm. So let's get into it, shall we? So as you can see here we have our contraption for the sleep system. It consists of 7 command blocks, and as you can see here, first to be able to utilise the bed system we have to detect the bed underneath the player, but also in a way where it only picks up that the player is sleeping and not on top of it. You can also see we're also making use of the scoreboard system, which helps us a lot because then we can actually set a condition where the scoreboard has to be set to 1 or 0 for it to work or be disabled at the time. Once it has been disabled, we can utilise a message to say it's morning time. So let's move on. So here we have the beds, and I'll demonstrate how we go about this. But as you can see, I have 4 beds in 4 different orientations using different colours, and I can use any of them and it will work perfectly in terms of picking up my condition of being in the bed. So let's move now on to the tutorial section of today's video. For this system you will need the following. You will need 7 command blocks, 1 comparator, 2 daylight sensors, 2 lots of redstone dust, and obviously a bed to be able to test out the system at the end. The message of our tutorial mode activated is just where you can see them pistons. It removes the daylight sensors out of operation, so whilst we're building and testing it doesn't have 2 effects of the system overall. It only concentrates on the one from the tutorial I'm about to start. Okay, so we're going to start by placing down 1 command block, followed by a comparator and then a 2nd command block, and this is going to concentrate primarily on the detect if a player is in a bed, and then set a scoreboard objective. The first command block, you need to make sure you have it set on repeat and need redstone, and then enter the following command of execute at player tidal test for block, not test for bed like I just put, followed by 3 more tidals, but the center tidal needs to be minus 0.7, so it'll be tidal minus 0.7 tidal, followed by bed minus 1. And the reason for this is the minus 0.7 on the y-axis will allow us to detect when the player is led down in the bed and not on top. And then you follow it by the bed at minus 1. Once you've got all the commands in on that command block, place a daylight sensor on top, but make sure you have that set to the 2nd setting of moon sensor and not daylight sensor, as you want this to be activated at night, not throughout the day. So let's move on to the 2nd command block, which revolves around a scoreboard. So first off we need to add a objective, so you enter your terminal and engaged with scoreboard objectives, add the name of your scoreboard objective, in this case it will be sleep, and dummy. You don't need to put a display name, but if you do, that's not a problem. Now click on the 2nd command block and enter the following: execute at player tidal detect tidal minus 0.7 again, tidal and again bed -1, and again this will end up detecting the bed underneath the player when they're asleep. And then you need to add on the end of that scoreboard, players, and then set. You don't want to add, because it'll keep adding. You want to set it at a direct as a set number at self, so the at s, and then you want to put the name of your scoreboard objective, which is in my case sleep, and 1. Next we place down a third command block, and we'll set this one up to be in a mode of chain, conditional, and long with always active for the redstone. And now we're going to enter a command, and you'll see I have this command formatted to output colour and text format, which I'll talk through now. So I'll enter the command say, and then I have it as the format tag L, which stands for it to be in bold, and then again format tag C, which gives me the bright red colour, and then you follow that by at player, and then open up the tags for setting a condition, put in scores equals, and open up the curly brackets, type in the name of your objective, in my case sleep, make sure that is equal to 1, and then close all the curly brackets and main tag brackets, and I'm following that by the format tag R to mean put everything back to normal, and then again followed by format tag C, and then just putting in the messages is now sleeping or is in a bed, sweet dreams, nighty night, any message you like, just let your server know that that someone's in a bed sleeping. Now we're in the 4th command block, which is just purely for the weather, so we'll just put it as weather clear 999 999. Now again we'll set this up as a chain, conditional, and always active. There's no redstone dust on top of the 2nd command block. Place command block in front of that, and then type in execute, add player, at player, and then open up the tags, scores equals curly brackets, and then again your objective, which is in our case sleep, equals 1, close brackets, close tags, title, and then put in time, add 50, and that'll be plenty for the first server setting. In my case I'm going to set it to 200 just for demonstration purposes. Make sure that is set to repeat needs redstone. Whilst I remember, we need to go back to the command block for the message and just add in the name of the command block as server, whatever you like. Add a command block found on one of the sides next to the first command block, and enter the command scoreboard player set, add player, and the condition for which you have set, and put sleep on the name of the objective, which is in my case sleep, and put 0. This will reset the scoreboard. You will also need to place a daylight sensor on top of the command block, and then add a final command block in front of that one on a chain, conditional, and then also have it as always active. Put a name as server again for the message, and then just add a quick message. So in my case I'm going to do wakey wakey, rise and shine, as I did in the first one. You can put whatever you like. There we go, that's the system done, so we just need to test it. So I'll place down a bed, and if you have access to do so, set the time to night, and just test it out, and you should see your messages pop up. So there we go, both the messages that we've added in this tutorial have popped up, and as you can see where it says suspicious in bold, if it was somebody else it will pick up the tag. One quick note, to have this active full time on a server and you're not in the area, you do need to set a ticking area. So you can set this as your ticking area add, and then do coordinates of where to start from to where to end, and that will allow up to 100 chunks. Or you can do a 4 chunk radius by using the add circle, and then center the coordinates around yourself around that set of commands, and give it a name such as spawn or anything like that, just so you know where everything is. And that will work full time on a server or even in your own world, as that area will be loaded up as a ticking area full time. Now we have a ticking area set up, let's just test it. So I'm going to go 2, 3, 400 blocks out and set it to night and sleep, and we'll see if it all works. And there we go, the system works. So like I said, you can do this with any bed, in any orientation, and it will work all the time without you having to stand on it to do a glitch. As per normal, you can find a upload download in the links in the description below, and if you have enjoyed this video, leave us a like, subscribe, or leave us a comment. See you next time.